Today we're going to learn about algebra word problems. Let's say we have a problem, like a group of boys shared some stamps. If any one of them gave away 12 stamps, then the average number of stamps they would have would be 58. If any one of them was given 24 more stamps, then the average number of stamps they would have would be 64. Question A, how many boys were there in the group? And question B, what was the average number of stamps they had at first? Now the problem states that there was a group of boys that shared some stamps. So let's say that the number of boys is equal to X. So number of boys, this is a number sign, and B for boys is equal to X. Now, we know that if any one of them gave away 12 stamps, then the average number of stamps would be 58. So this means that the total number of stamps right now is equal to 58 times the number of kids, or boys, which is X, plus the 12 stamps that someone would give away. So total stamps, T for total, S for stamps, T for total, S for stamps, is equal to 58X plus 12. The 12 stamps that one of them would give away. 58X. Now, the problem also states that if any one of them was given 24 more stamps, then the average number of stamps they would have would be 64. So this means that the total stamps is equal to 64 times the number of boys, which is X, minus the 24 more stamps that someone got. So the total stamps is equal to total stamps, T for total, S for stamps, is equal to 64X minus 24. Now, we know that both of these expressions are equal to, or equations, are equal to the total number of stamps. And we know that the total number of stamps has not changed. So this means that 58X plus 12 is equal to 64X minus 24. So let's write that here. So 58X plus 12. Oops, let's write it a little bit closer. So 58X plus 12 is equal to 64X minus 24. Minus 24. Now, let's get the variables on one side and the numbers on the other side. We can get rid of this 24 from this side by adding 24 to both sides of the equation. So plus 24 plus 24. We can get rid of the 58X on this side by, here, let's make the gap between these two equations, or these two lines, bigger. By adding 24 to both sides of the equation. Plus 24 here, and plus 24 here. We can get rid of the 58X from this side of the equation by subtracting 58X from both sides of the equation. So minus 58x and minus 58x. Now, let's solve this equation. So 58x minus 58x cancels out. 12 plus 24 is equal to 36. 64x minus 58x is equal to 6x. And negative 24 or minus 24 plus 24 cancels out. So we're left with 36 is equal to 6x. So x is equal to 6. So the answer to question A, which is how many boys were there in the group, is equal to 6. Because we know that the number of boys is equal to x, and x is equal to 6. So the answer to question A is 6 boys. Here, let's write this in a different color. So the answer to question A is 6 boys. Now let's solve question B. What was the average number of stamps they had at first? Now, we know that the total number of stamps is equal to either one of this equation. So let's first find the total number of stamps. Let's use this equation. So 58x well, now it's not 58 times x anymore, it's 58 times 6, because we know that x is equal to 6, so 58 times 6 plus 12 is equal to the total number of stamps. Now we have to use the order of operations. Total stamps. TS for total stamps. Now let's use the orders of operations. This means that we have to multiply 58 and 6 first. So 58 times 6 is equal to 348. Let's make this gap a little bit bigger also. Is equal to 348 plus 12 is equal to 360 or 360. Now we know that the total stamps is equal to 360. So this means that the average stamps, A for average, V for stamps, is equal to 360 divided by the number of boys, which is equal to x, which is equal to 6, divided by 6, which is equal to 60. So the average number of stamps they had at first was 60. So the answer to question B, which is what was the average number of stamps they had at first, is equal to 60. So the answer to question B is 60 stamps. Today we learned about algebra word problems. Thank you for watching this video.